Welcome to the shadow of the Earth Tree, where we begin, and we're already naked.
I didn't know there was this much green in the whole galaxy.
We might have gone out swinging in one of the coldest moments in TV history, but right now I'm losing aura by the second, standing here with, well, my entire body exposed. The set I decided to go for was the Confessor chest and legs. These are sold by a merchant near the Volcano Manor. Because of course he is. Close to a volcano. This motherfucker trying to give me PTSD, man. Hey, maybe we'll get lucky and see Padme on the ground somewhere. The merchant sold what I needed for 2,500 runes. But I didn't have that, so he forced my hand. The rest of my armor was scattered around the galaxy. One on planet Snowfield, the other planet Haligtree. But before I hunt the traitors who dare defy the Dark Lord, I could feel something call out to me. The Force was pointing towards my lightsaber. The milady, let's go, baby. I'm so hyped to finally use this weapon. To get this awesome red glow effect you're seeing right now, I used the Blood Flame incantation. And to get the levels for this, well, I went grave robbing. Yeah, me too, bud. Me too. By the time this build is complete, we're gonna be melting the DLC. As it should be for the Chosen One.
That's a lot of damage!
But there's still a ways to go before that. I mentioned two bosses that would help me with getting my full armor set. The first is Malenia. A level 18 Malenia fight with 10 vigor. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know why or how, but I came into this fight expecting it to be easy. I thought to myself, I've done a hitless Malenia fight in the past. Just do it again. Yeah, I'm washed. I now understand Anakin's perspective on slaughtering the younglings because clearly facing grown adults is too difficult. I'm already 0 for 2 in this playthrough. First losing to Obi-Wan and now the Goddess of Rot. And I haven't even started the DLC yet. I even went through the trouble of adding all of these goodies just to pull a Subaru Natsuki, dying over and over and over. Until finally... Yes! Yes! That's gotta be it. Oh my god. Why was that so difficult? Okay, let's level up health, because I am not doing that again. Now Malenia was defeated, I could return to the round table and purchase her prosthetic arm. This left me with a final piece of equipment, my helmet. You can use the entire Knights Cavalry set to get a darker Vader look. However, for this video, I'm sticking with the Confessor cape, since I personally like it more, and it reminds me of Anakin's older robes. There was just one final stop. To face the imposter Vader in the Elden Ring universe, the Bell-Bearing Hunter. This guy is an absolute menace in Night Rain. The amount of pain he's caused, I'm finally getting my payback. Although I gotta lock in right now because he's somehow still whooping me. You know what? No heals. We either farm this guy or we die trying. And that's how it's done. This guy is a lot less scary in this game. With the Executioner's Sword unlocked, I could finally get to the main part of this video, the DLC. But more importantly, I can show you how to beat every single boss with ease, starting with the Divine Dancing Lion. So let me explain to you a little bit on how this build works. We're looking for a big window to use the charge attack on the Executioner's Sword. With the right talisman setup and a couple of buffs, pulling it off looks a little bit like this. That is so cracked. They say magic's OP, but I don't know, man. I think Ashes of War definitely give it a run for its money. Next, I decided to duel Rolana. I went ahead and beat the Furnace Golem to unlock the Deflecting tier. Look at the damage multiplier, boys. This thing can go so crazy, I'm telling you. I then proceeded to use the Blood Boil Aromatic and Golden Vow buff before heading in for our lightsaber duel. I was about to say we'll go for ultimate style points. Instantly gets hit. Never mind. I always forget about the deflecting tier in this game, but it is so cool. If you time it right, you can get those guard counter hits in as well. Basically turning Elden Ring into Sekiro. Especially if you're good at it, then you can pretty much become invincible. Oh my god, that is disgusting. We just skipped like the entirety of phase 2. GG's, Rolana.
I can see it in your eyes. You are a fighter, are you not? The map I gave you charts the site of a hallowed ruin. It is said that after sounding the hanging bell there, one's fate will be guided by the stars.
By sounding both bells in Elden Ring's ruins, I could descend under its DLC to face the next boss, the Mother of Fingers. Do we use the Executioner's Sword method for this guy? Do it. Well, that's good enough for me. Yeah, if I'm promised this type of damage, I'm joining the dark side too. I don't know if the Jedi are stopping this one, gang. Of course I die right after I say that. The timing. We take a trade, we take those. The shadow of the Erdtree is full of evil. I wasn't the only Sith who resided in this place. Following the rule of 2, there was another Dark Lord. I know the whole purpose of the rule of 2 is so you can have 2 Sith at the same time, but they call me the Chosen One, not Chosen 2, sir. Midra, it's not personal. Oh my god, the moveset in this weapon is so fluid. It's actually insane how cinema these fights can get with this build. Need I say more? Look at this. My hands are in the air right now. Yes, I play with my feet. Nice, big bleed tick. Should stagger any second. There she is. Finish him with the Executioner's Blade. Ow. Oh, and we get him mid-attack. GG's, my boy. Okay, we've had our fun. It's time I explain how you can create this build for yourself. We've been relying on the Executioner's Sword, but don't sleep on Milady, because you can get some serious damage in with that too. And literally, don't sleep on Milady. For this build to work at its best, you're going to want to use the Golden Vow buff, followed by the Blood Boil Aromatic. These are pretty frustrating to craft, so Flame Grant Me Strength is a good substitute for those who don't want to farm materials. Next is the Blood Flame Blade for bleed, but more importantly, it looks fucking awesome. Now you're in the fight kicking names and taking ass. we can go over what this build relies on. It rewards aggression and multi-hits. For my physic, I chose the Thorny Crack tier and Spiked Crack tier. For my talismans, I chose between 6. Don't you dare say 7. The Winged Sword insignia, Ritual Sword Talisman, Shard of Alexander, Millicent's Prothesis, the Lord of Blood's Exaltation, and finally, Dragon Crest Great Shield. And sometimes Godfrey's Icon. So I guess it was 7? God damn it. Stats aren't the most important. I came into this playthrough at level 1, so as long as you meet the minimum requirements to wield everything, you should be good to go. Although I recommend dumping some points into health, so you don't suffer as I did with Millennia. Look at his health. He has to be on like what? 6 inches of health left? Bro really said, let me get one last hit in before I die. Stubborn ass mother. I've given you the source to this build, so I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe. And stick around because some of these fights are the best I've ever had. Starting with the Commander Hog, Gaius. I enjoy this fight, but holy crap, do they need to fix that initial charge attack? Because it is going to make me crash out. I did learn this new tech though. Oh my god, it's so much easier. I knew there was a reason they put you in this fight, Torrent. A consistent way to dodge the charge. Finally, skill issue averted. Like, why did they make it 0 iframes? Whoever designed that move at FromSoft, you're an absolute demon. I do kinda rate it though, because they made sure nobody could comment as they were spam this guy. And what's a Souls player without a bit of masochism, eh? It's just so smooth. I really wish the Bloodflame Blade lasted just a little bit longer, because these fights are so fun to do with a moveset like this. Nice! GG's.
Bale! Vile Bale!
This fight gave me chills down to my balls. One of my cleanest fights ever. If you looked up the definition of peak in the dictionary, it should lead you to this clip, because it was absolute cinema. Oh, buddy, it is so over for you. We unleash the pain. Yeah, this definitely works best against the bigger bosses. Oh, yes, now we're talking. Look at this. If I hitless this fight, I swear to God, I'm gonna squeal like a schoolgirl. Shit got me kicking my feet up and down. Yes! Let's go! That was incredible. The dopamine hit I just got from that feels like I just beat this boss for the first time all over again. To top that is going to be insane. We might be able to match it with Consort Radahn, but first, it was time to take on a slightly easier boss, Romina. Last time I fought a boss with Rot, it went, horribly wrong, so here's to a first attempt this time. Oh my god, I'm already almost cooked. We can salvage this pretty easily, but I love how I just almost instantly ate my own words. You can't say nothing, man. It always backfires on you. Pretty simple phase 1 though, I can't lie. 12k damage on that little riposte combo. We definitely take those. Nice. I think that is game. Okay, now it's over. Okay, I almost fumbled that at the end there. After force choking Leda and her allies, I was left with Consort Radahn. Normally the final boss, but this time I have a special surprise waiting at the end. So let's face Miquella's champion. You were the chosen one, Radahn. It was said that you destroy the Elden Ring, not be consumed by it. You were my brother, a pre-nerf machine, now consumed by a femboy. How far the mighty have fallen. I will do what I must, even if that means striking you down. Miquella, don't be proud of this technological power you've constructed. The ability to destroy Elden Ring players is insignificant next to the power of the Force. And that's all the quotes I know. We gave it a good go though. We're clapping Radahn's cheeks right now though, so I don't know, I guess Vader's just built different.
Twisted by the darkness young Skywalker had become. The boy you trained, gone he is, consumed by Darth Vader.
Anakin's gone. I am what remains.
I have never been this locked in my life. Motherfucker. I was about to say Hitler's is still on the table. He really got me good there. Okay, final push and we're home free. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think this is gonna be the first time ever the dark side prevails. What a fight, man. GG's. And now for one final boss.
I killed them. I killed them all. They're dead. Every single one of them. And not just the men, but the women and the children too. They're like animals, and I slaughtered them like animals. I hate them.